All right, and good afternoon. Here's a look at your temperatures across the region, and we're sitting pretty comfortable out there as of noon, and you can see it is currently in the upper 60s to lower 70s out there. Temperatures are going to be really comfortable for the rest of the day, as our highs are only going to top off into the upper 60s, lower 70s overall, so it's going to be pretty comfortable out there. Notice there's a little bit of a breeze, but it's not super windy or anything like that. Pretty decent day out there. Warm temperatures, quiet weather. Can't ask for anything better than this, so make sure you get out there, enjoy some time outdoors, just because we've got beautiful weather and you can enjoy that fall foliage across the area. So overnight tonight, it's going to be a little bit cooler, but we've got a perfect day ahead. Here's a look at some of those forecasted highs. Like I said, right around the upper 70s or upper 60s into the lower, maybe some mid 70s on the board as well. Now overnight tonight, it's going to be a little bit cooler, but notice we're not talking 30s, we're not talking 20s. It's going to be warmer than it was this morning. It's going to be definitely warmer than over the weekend. So we got those 40s on the board. Nice and cool start to the morning, but it's not super cool as we start off your Tuesday. So here's a look at what we've got for tomorrow afternoon. Winds are going to kick up a little bit stronger out of the south, about 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 30. That's going to help get our temperatures up there a little bit more. We're going to be talking about highs, lower 70s, maybe into the upper 70s, depending on where you're watching from tomorrow. So it's going to be even warmer tomorrow than it is today. Here's the latest allergy report from our friends at Hedberg Allergy and Asthma. And I'll step out of the way so you can see what we're talking about. We've got low levels of pretty much everything across the board except for mold. Mold is still pretty high. If you're dealing with some allergens, they're not fully gone. They're still there. I know many of us are still dealing with some allergies, so this is a look at what's causing all the allergen problems. Temperature outlook going forward into at least mid-November. We have this big red area that is currently over us for well above average temperatures. Now, keep in mind, normal highs this time of year in Northwest Arkansas, mid 60s, upper 60s, maybe some lower 70s, depending on where you're watching from in the River Valley. This is just indicating that it's going to be warmer than that. So we're not talking 90s, triple digits, anything like that. It's going to be warm, but it's not going to be terrible. And that's the best part about this year is, climatologically speaking, our temperatures are just going down from here, so that means when we get above normal temperatures, it's decently feeling out there. Here's a look at those temperatures for the next several days. There's low rain chances, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. I kept them out for Saturday just because the models are still kind of uncertain with that next system, and you can definitely see when it arrives by Sunday, 58 degrees is going to be the afternoon high then. In the meantime, it actually looks pretty good. Nice and mild and warm, except for maybe some breezy conditions tomorrow, and then again on Thursday. But so glad that there's a forecast I can deliver where there's no complaints. It's just sunshine, nice temperatures. It doesn't have to do with fire weather necessarily. It doesn't have to do with flooding rains, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that the wind stays down a little bit. You don't want that foliage going away too quickly. We have it for such a short amount of time, and it's so beautiful out there. You want to kind of keep it. Maybe you're off work today, maybe it's a Monday, you just have off. You should be outside. It's nice out there today.
Definitely. So hopefully those winds decide to keep themselves down, just because that would be terrible if we have all this beautiful weather and then the foliage is gone. So
Perfect. Thanks, Joshua.